Hello everyone. My name is Baeza, and today I will be presenting my research on the importance of Chuspas, understanding Andean cultures and societies through textiles. A bit about me. My name is Baeza, and I am currently a student at Riverside City College. My current major is art history, and I enjoy learning about other cultures. A quote from E.M. Forster: History develops, art stands still. The Andean cultures in countries such as Bolivia and Peru are full of colorful and meaningful art pieces that are mostly in the form of textiles. For centuries, textiles were used to help express identity and beliefs. They also help to create social bonds as well as being an important piece for many rituals. In this presentation, I will be focusing on the chuspas that are significant to the Andean cultures. The chuspa. What is it? A chuspa is a small woven bag with a strap meant to be worn across the shoulder. They also include various colors and geometric patterns as well as tassels referred to as floras. Another important thing to remember is that virtually all chuspas are unique to their owner. This chuspa in particular is reddish-brown in color with colorful vertical patterns adorning its entirety. The patterns are created using geometric shapes, and my eyes are drawn in towards the center where there are swirling patterns. These types of patterns were integral to as part of the religious beliefs in the Andean cultures and had different significance. At the base, there are tassels that are pink, blue, cream, green, and orange in color, which are referred to as floras. These colors evoke happiness and feel inviting in a friendly manner. The bag is symmetrical in its left and right planes, which is very pleasing to the eye and further draws my attention to the middle. Choose by history. What are they made out of, and how do they help us understand historical context? Chuspas are integral to Andean culture. These pieces are highly functional and are distinctive among Andean textiles, essential to cultural practice, rituals, and social status, and relationships and political negotiation. Chuspas are unique representations of indigenous heritage and correlate with social and economic change. As previously mentioned, these small woven bags were used to carry coca and coca leaves and had a strap that was worn across the shoulder. Throughout different communities and time, different materials and techniques were used to create these coca bags. These display the impact of environment, new technologies, and other cultures' influences in the Andean regions. Often textiles help convey political, social, and economic status through what they were made out of, color, and what motifs were placed on them. One example would be if a chuspa was made using kumbi, a finely woven textile made from the finest alpaca fibers, then this material would be reserved for a designated few. Traditionally, chuspas were crafted using camelid hairs or cotton with a backstretched bloom, but after Spanish conquest, European looms and materials such as metallic threads and sheep's wool were introduced and had a profound impact on Andean textile traditions. Today, chuspas are still used in religious practices and are created as souvenirs for tourists. Chuspas in use. What is the purpose of a chuspa and how were they used? The cultural and religious significance of chuspas are greatly intertwined and rely on the significance of coca leaves in the Andean regions. This plant was used in great abundance and had an essential place in these communities for daily lives, social customs, and rituals. Coca leaves are a mild stimulant and can suppress hunger, relieve side effects of altitude sickness, cure certain ailments, and help the indigenous peoples have energy to do their work. Offering coca leaves was a sign of friendship and created ongoing bonds of reciprocity reciprocity while actually chewing the leaves was also an important symbol of mediating social relationships. Many men carried these chuspas with them at all times and were even buried with them when they were dead. In rituals or ceremonies such as Floramento de las Lamas, chuspas are an integral part of a practice as they carry the coca leaves important for these. For example, in the ceremony mentioned, these coca bags were often ritually exchanged and coca leaves were shared and chewed during these ceremonies. Once the ceremony was over, each chuspa is tied up inside a sacred carrying cloth and is stored until next time. This ceremony is still practiced today by the Atacamino people and is considered essential to keep their culture and traditions alive through each generation. Today, chuspas are created and often sold as souvenirs for tourists. There are still some cultures who use them as part of their ceremonies in order to keep their traditions alive. The usage of chuspas was and still remains today an important piece of Andean history. They were important symbols of social relationships and daily life for this culture. Textiles remain a significant piece of art to help us understand the history and implications of South American cultures and their influences. Thank you for listening.